Good morning, everybody. Well, today's the final day. Today is when we're going to climb that mountain, reach the goal. Had a good night last night. My hammock held up well with the rains. It was a good test for it. Got about 1.5 inches, 2 inches of rain probably, and didn't get wet. It stayed dry and everything. I think everybody else slept in the shelter. I slept in the hammock with my bug net around me. I think everybody else kind of, which, I was up off and on, but I did get some sleep, just, anxious and everything. It's probably about 5:30 this morning. I just wanted to get out and walk, get some of this anxious energy out, so I said I'm gonna head on. I'm not one to sit around sometimes. Just kind of reflect and think back over the past couple months and everything. But I'm gonna walk down here to this lean-to so I'm gonna take my pack up, but I'm not taking everything in it. I've got a place where you can store your gear that you don't want to take. They don't recommend taking a full pack up through here. It's very technical in spots, so I'm just going to ease up through here and just see what all this is. Well, I'll see who's on down the trail. Well, we're getting ready to start the climb this morning. You look into the history of Baxter State Forest and Mt Katadin. Mt Katadin is a sacred ground to the indigenous people of Maine. Very neat. Well, anyway, when Percival Baxter donated the park, he donated it to the people of Maine, and they have a whole different outlook on their they do preservation first, recreation second. So and the park don't get no money, federal money. It's all from a private endowment, which is neat. But all they ask is that you respect the park and celebrate quietly and everything. That ranger last night, they come out and talked to us, gave us the rundown and everything, and weather conditions for today and all that. So it's pretty neat. But this was dedicated to the people of Maine. The park was. Katadin Stream Falls, what you can see of it. Starting to rain a little bit, so. Now we're starting to climb to the top of this thing. Well, I don't know if it's to the top, but to at least the tree line. It's been like this for a little bit, going up and over boulders and rocks. Now we gotta go up this. And it goes all the way up. So you're there. I gotta work my way up where those blazes are there, all the way to the top of that. At least it's foggy, you can't see down. We'll make our way around and up through there. We just come up over the little piece there. Just working our way. I got to the top of that scrabble. Walking along through here. Let's see what else they've got in store for us. And there's a couple little down areas where you go down and then you had to go up and more, and I see some more climbing ahead. You can't see it real good, but I gotta climb to the top of that up there, so I'm gonna work my way up to the top. I don't know if you can see it, but that's what we're climbing. Alright, we're going across Katadin's tableland. Climbing up toward the top of Baxter Peak, little summit Katadin. Katadin's actually got like 4 different peaks, but the end of the Appalachian Trail is on Baxter Peak. It may even have more than that, but I'm getting ready to summit here in a few minutes. (2,198 miles. Started Georgia, Springer Mountain on February 11th. Today, Monday, July 17th. I'm on summit Katadin. I started an adventure of a lifetime February 11th, 2023, hiking the Appalachian Trail from Georgia to Maine. Hiked through the Smokies with a trail family that I'd met on trail. Made a lot of great friends. Fresh Grounds was there providing trail magic. Finally made it through Tennessee before we got some more trail magic and made it into Virginia. First 500 miles down, made it to McAfee's Knob, where I got to see my first great sunset and sunrise. Trucking it along, made it to West Virginia, just about the official halfway point. I made a new trail family at Delaware Water Gap, where I hiked the remainder of the trail with. Made it in Massachusetts, where I got to go swimming in the lakes. All the way up to Katadin was 500 miles away. Made New Hampshire, where we ate some good food. Started the Whites, going across Mount Washington and the Presidential Range. Made it when we went into Maine. We was traveling on. Days was winding down. Kind of slowed down. Stayed with friends. Got to see some sunsets. when we got to Shaw's, then we went to 100 Mile Wilderness. Got to see some wonderful sunsets and some beautiful sights on the ponds. Finally, Baxter State Park. You can't see it too good in the fog. There she is. There she is. There she is. Baxter Peak, Katadin, 5,267 feet. The northern terminus of the Appalachian Trail. We made it up here. Surely did. Working on my descent down the Katadin, going across the tablelands, what they call the Katadin tablelands. Couldn't see this a while ago for the fog. Man, this is gorgeous. Tell you what, just like that, you summit, and then it's time to head back down. It was getting cold up there. I would have stayed up there longer, but the wind was blowing and it's getting cold, and I had on my fleece, but anyway, I was like, I'm gonna have to get off this mountain. When I was a little bit bigger, I could handle the cold a little bit better, but since I've lost 65 pounds, by golly, I don't handle the cold all that great. So anyway, just gonna walk our way back down here. I'm gonna do the A-ball trail back down instead of the AT, just because of the ascents from the rocks a while ago. And it's only fitting that we walked through the creek here, since we've walked through the water since we got in, left New Hampshire, so it's only fitting. But this is a gorgeous mountain up here. And I'm gonna go back towards. I see what this sign says. I couldn't see it a while ago. Thor Spring, 1817 to 1862, a philosopher, naturalist, and author. Thoreau ascended Katadin in 1846 and wrote The Maine Woods, one of the earliest authentic descriptions of the great forest regions of northern Maine. So I'm going to do this way to back over to A-Ball campground. Sun's going back in behind the clouds, so fog will set back in. Still going down. This might be my only view.